Hi guys, I'm Yusuf Mohammed Bashir. Welcome to Master Clip. Today's tutorial, I'm going to be talking about video editing. I'm going to give you all the tips and information you need on how to edit a very good quality video. Some of the popular software people use to edit their video: Premiere Pro, DaVinci, Final Cut, Filmora. But for this tutorial, we're going to be focusing basically on Adobe Premiere Pro. So now, let's get into my screen. So guys, now that we're in Premiere Pro, I'm going to be showing you 3 things for these tutorials: how to create a new project, how to import your files, and how to create a sequence settings. First thing you want to do is go to File. We're going to create a new project. So once this pop-up comes up, 2 important things: what do we want to name this project file, and where do we want it saved? So let's call this Master Clip Tutorial. Where do we want to save? You come to Browse. Now I already have the document created here, so I click on this. This is the document I want to use, and I select the folder. So now we have Master Clip Tutorial, and this is exactly where it's going to be saved. Usually for this other part, I just leave it the way it is, and I click on OK. Boom. We have our project created. So now this is the timeline. This is the interface. We're going to do another video specifically on that. So for now, the next thing we want to do is import our files. There are 2 ways you can do this. You can either come here and go to import. Go to import, you click on this, or like I like to cheat people because I feel like it's always good to know the shortcuts. So what we want to do is come to this particular place where you see the import media to start, and then Control I. Once you click on Control I, it's the same thing. It takes you exactly where you want to go. So here, I go to my documents and I pick the files I want to select. So these are the files I want to select. Open. And here we have it. We have imported our files into Premiere Pro. The next thing we want to do is the sequence settings. The sequence setting is very important because the sequence settings is what allows the actual video to come out well. If your sequence settings is not right, you're going to face a lot of problems. So first things you want to do is you want to click on this. It opens here, and we just want to pick a random place in the video. Let's say we'll just take this and put it on the timeline. You have to do that first to create a sequence settings. Once you do that, you can notice that this is the clip we picked, but then there's another version of this here, and if you click here, you can see sequence. So this is the clip that's going to represent the sequence settings for this particular video. Right click, go to sequence settings, and this frame opens up. The important things you want to make sure you get right here is the time base. So this is how many frames per second do we want this video to be. Ideally, it should be 24 or 23.976, which is almost the same thing. So that is good. Another important part is the frame size. If this was a 4K footage, these numbers will be different, but this is a 1920 by 1080 HD. So this is perfect, 1920 1080 16 by 9 vertical. That is exactly what you want. You also want to make sure the weight and the height is correct as well. 1920 by 1080, perfect. So now our sequence setting is good to go. Like I said, if it was a 4K footage, these numbers here will be different, and you have to pick the exact one and make sure everything else is good to go. The audio is good, video previews is good. So we click on OK, and now we've created the perfect sequence settings for this particular video. So guys, in this tutorial, I've shown you how to create a new project, how to import your files, and create the sequence settings. In the next episode, I'm going to be explaining more about the interface and the key tools we're going to be using to create our videos. Thank you for watching this. Once again, this tutorial was brought to you by Master Clip.